Hi again. Okay, now I'm going to continue this flower, which is from this reference photo. I did that one before, and now I'm doing it again for you. Okay, first I need to spray water on the paper to make it a little damp. And as I told you before, I start from the center, okay? And the first color would be yellow. And I'm not worried about bleeding. I told you it's okay because as you see, the white flower contains too many colors, actually colors from the surrounding. Okay. And as I told you before, I have a paper towel in my left hand. I add a little more yellow, but this time my brush is dry. I just pick the color and put it right here. And actually I can add a more of this color, which is alizarin yellow. Oh, sorry, Indian yellow. And actually you can use cadmium yellow too, or whatever yellow you have, doesn't matter. And I'm gonna add a little burnt sienna. To the left side. And as you see, I'm doing the random strokes on it. Like sometimes I use the full part of the brush, and sometimes I just do use the tip of the brush like this, as you see. And then a little bit I just do it like spread it out, not all over it. I keep some part light, and with dots I'm trying to make it a little round, not exactly round, but kind of round like this. And I use different colors like pink, which is rose, to some part of it. Actually I told you before, the shadow color, which could be in indigo. Now I'm using brush to make better shape of petals like this. And you know, sometimes I go out of from the center to the outside of the petals, or sometimes I come from out to in like this. Okay. Now I'm doing the I'm trying to do the background, which helps me to make the flower pops out. And for the background color like this, you can have the shades of color that you see here. It shouldn't be just necessarily one color. You can use various different shades of colors. Like I start with indigo, and actually you can change the direction of it like this to make it easier for you, and also avoid to running colors in wrong direction. Okay, I just focus on the shape of the petals like this. Okay, I'm doing negative shape of the petals like this. And again, I'm not worried about bleeding. And actually you need to soften the edges like this. And when I go to this part, I'm trying to use another color, which is, you can see, like green. I have left over here, which is olive green plus burnt umber. I use this. Again, I'm trying to make negative shape for my flower like this. And again, I just fade it out. For fading this background out, you need to wet this part and go straight towards it. And then again, wash your brush, go just fade the border of the color and grab it out like this. Okay, again, change the direction, use another kind of color, which is rose maybe. So I'm trying to use, again, this color and just fade it out. As you see, I use different colors around. I'm not just using one color, so it makes it more real. Indigo again, some part could be indigo. And as you see, I told you, sometimes I use the whole brush like this, and it reminds me, like, I don't know, maybe a leaf. And then sometimes I use just the tip of the brush, which are stems or whatever, and make some movement in your painting. Again, olive green. Plus burnt umber. Okay, for speeding up the painting, I use hair dryer, and we'll be back to continue the rest of the flower. I dried this part with hair dryer, and I start to do again, add some color that I did before, like Indian yellow, again a little bit here, and fade it out. Now I'm using burnt sienna. Actually, I dry my brush, blot the brush with sponge or dry it with paper towel, because it's wet, and if I use watery brush, it makes it a mess. So okay, burnt sienna. I just do burnt sienna around it, but as I told you, not in a very round shape. I just do it like randomly, put dots some around the center to make it more real. Now I'm using burnt umber to make this part even darker. Sometimes you need to just speed it up and don't think about what are you doing. You will get better result. Okay, now again I'm going to do around the flower by using darker color, which is indigo plus sap green okay. Actually, I have my pencil mark here, but it doesn't matter. You can create it again, do with pencil, do it again, or just by brush, make some negative petals like this. And I'm not worried about the rest of the painting because the only thing that matters is this shape. And as I told you, I changed my colors from mixing indigo and sap green to just indigo. Okay, let's do indigo. And I'm careful about the shape. As I told you, you can turn over the painting to make it easier for yourself. But this part, because it's out of the center, it should be lighter. So I'm not using the same color, but I use more water, add more water to the color maybe, and then added some right here. Or sometimes, actually let me fade it out. Okay. And sometimes I use the same color that I used here, like olive green plus burnt umber with more water, and see the same color here, and fade it out. Sometimes I fade the colors with brush like this from out to the line, or sometimes I just spray water to fade the color out. And you know, you don't need to do all over the flower. Some part of it could be merged to the background, and it's okay. And actually, it's good. So again, sap green. This time I mix it with sepia, which is dark brown. And a little bit of indigo to make it a little darker. Yep. Okay. Let's do the petals around. This time I'm careful about this one too. I need to shape this flower too. So I just go around and just do random petals or make it background. And because between these two flowers is the center of the flower, center of the painting, we can make it even darker. So I add more sepia and indigo to make it darker, and go like here. And at the same time, I'm shaping the flower. Okay, just fade it out a little bit. I just do push my brush like this to create a leaf. Again, maybe right here, another leaf. Just do it very easy and random. Okay. Okay. Now it's time to go inside the flower. As you see, you need some shadow in the flower. So I'm gonna do the shadow right here, maybe under the center, and again fade it out like this. And actually maybe rose color to use this part of the rose, just a little bit, not too much. And also it helps to just do the separate the petals like this, and also fade these lines out. You can do it till you feel okay, it's okay, I'm done with it. And